You're bored, right now maybe, waiting for something, killing time. You open your phone, scroll through videos, check social media, watch something random. But what did people do before any of that existed? Before phones, before television, before radio, before books were common, before almost everything we use to escape boredom. Ancient humans had the exact same human brain you have, the same need for stimulation, the same restlessness, the same desire for entertainment, and they found ways to satisfy it that will genuinely surprise you. Some of them are things modern humans have completely forgotten, and some of them are things you still do today, without even realizing why. Here's something researchers discovered that sounds obvious, but is actually profound. Ancient humans were not busy all the time. Modern people assume that ancient life was constant, desperate survival. Hunting, gathering, running, hiding, surviving every moment. The reality was very different. Studies of modern hunter-gatherer tribes show that ancient humans only needed 4 to 5 hours of actual work per day to survive. 4 to 5 hours. The rest of the time, they had nothing they needed to do, which meant they had the same problem every modern human faces on a lazy Sunday afternoon. What do I do now? And the solutions they came up with were creative, surprising, and deeply human. Today we're going to explore exactly how ancient humans killed boredom, and discover something important about what entertainment and play actually mean for the human mind. The first and most important thing ancient humans did when they were bored, they played. And not in a simple childish way. Ancient humans developed sophisticated games and play activities that served multiple critical purposes beyond just killing time. Game 1. Throwing competitions. Ancient humans spent enormous amounts of leisure time practicing and competing with throwing accuracy. Rocks, sticks, spears, bones. Throwing competitions were one of the most common forms of entertainment in ancient human communities. And here's why this matters. These competitions weren't just fun. They were survival training disguised as entertainment. The best throwers in the tribe became the best hunters. The best hunters kept the tribe fed. Ancient humans invented the concept of gamifying survival skills thousands of years before any video game designer thought of it. Game 2. Wrestling and physical competition. Every ancient human culture on Earth developed some form of wrestling or physical competitive game. Not just for fun. Physical competition established hierarchy without killing. Instead of fighting to the death to determine who was strongest, ancient humans created games that established dominance peacefully. The winner of the wrestling match got more status, without anyone dying. This was extraordinarily sophisticated social engineering, disguised as entertainment. Game 3. Guessing games and mental challenges. Ancient humans played complex guessing games, hiding objects, tracking games, memory challenges. One hand contains a stone. One hand is empty. Which hand? This sounds childishly simple, but at its core, it was training the human brain to read subtle physical signals, body language, micro-expressions, breathing patterns, skills that were critical for both hunting and social navigation. Ancient humans turned brain training into entertainment, thousands of years before anyone invented lumosity. But games were only one answer to the boredom problem. Ancient humans also created something that would define human culture forever: art and music. The oldest known musical instrument is a flute, made from a vulture bone, found in a cave in Germany, dated to 40,000 years ago. 40,000 years ago, ancient humans were making music, not because they needed to, because they wanted to, because it felt good. And here's what's remarkable about that. Modern neuroscience has confirmed that music activates more areas of the human brain simultaneously than almost any other activity. It engages memory, emotion, motor control, language processing, and creativity all at once. Ancient humans discovered the world's most powerful brain stimulation tool and used it for entertainment. 40,000 years before neuroscientists could explain why it felt so good. But music wasn't just for listening, it was participatory. Ancient humans didn't have audiences and performers. Everyone participated. Singing, drumming, dancing. The distinction between performer and audience didn't exist. Everyone was both. And the storytelling that accompanied this music was the ancient equivalent of Netflix. Stories about the hunt today, stories about the brave ancestor, stories about the monster in the dark, told with drama, with voices, with gestures, with sound effects. Ancient humans were the world's first immersive storytellers. No screen needed, just a voice and an imagination. And the human brain was completely captivated by it, because the human brain was designed for stories. It processes narrative more efficiently than any other form of information. Ancient humans exploited this biological feature for entertainment every single night. But perhaps the most surprising thing ancient humans did when bored was create art. Not because anyone asked them to, not because it had survival value, just because the human brain needs to create. The oldest known art in the world is approximately 73,000 years old, a simple geometric pattern drawn on a rock in South Africa. 73,000 years ago, a human was bored enough to draw something on a rock, just because. And what followed over the next tens of thousands of years was extraordinary. Cave paintings that are still technically impressive today. Horses, bison, deer, handprints, painted in ochre and charcoal on cave walls in complete darkness by firelight, with no audience, with no gallery, with no monetary reward, just the deep human need to make something. Ancient humans also carved animal figures from bone and ivory, abstract shapes from stone, human figures from clay. The oldest known sculpture is 35,000 years old, a tiny carved lion-headed human figure, painstakingly carved by hand from mammoth ivory. It took an estimated 400 hours to make, 400 hours of careful, deliberate, creative work, by someone who had nothing better to do, and who needed to create something beautiful. This is perhaps the most human thing in this entire video. Not the games, not the music, not even the stories, but the fact that 35,000 years ago, someone spent 400 hours making something beautiful with no practical purpose whatsoever. That is the moment you can most clearly see yourself in your ancient ancestors. The need to make something, to express something, to leave something behind. That need hasn't changed in 35,000 years. But the most common and most important way ancient humans killed boredom was simply being with each other. Modern humans underestimate how profoundly social ancient human communities were. Grooming. Ancient humans spent enormous amounts of time grooming each other, checking for parasites, cleaning wounds, maintaining each other's hair. This sounds purely practical. It was primarily social. Grooming in primates releases oxytocin in both the groomer and the one being groomed. Oxytocin is the bonding hormone, the same chemical released when mothers hold newborn babies, when you hug someone you love. Ancient humans were essentially getting regular doses of bonding chemicals through grooming. It felt good. It built trust. It maintained relationships. It was the ancient equivalent of sitting next to someone and watching a movie together. Not because you need to, but because being close to someone you trust feels good. Gossiping. Ancient humans gossiped, constantly. And here's why that matters more than you might think. The evolutionary anthropologist Robin Dunbar has argued that human language itself evolved primarily for gossip, not for planning hunts, not for coordinating defense, for talking about other people. Who did what to whom? Who likes who broke the rules? Who can be trusted? Social information was the most valuable currency in ancient human communities, and exchanging it was both useful and entertaining. Ancient humans talked about each other the way modern humans scroll through social media, getting updates on the social network, tracking relationships, processing the drama of community life. The content has changed, the behavior hasn't. So here's what strikes me most about all of this. Modern humans spend billions of dollars every year on entertainment, streaming services, video games, social media platforms, music services, sports events, all of it designed to do one thing: kill boredom. And ancient humans did the same thing, for free, with nothing but their bodies, their voices, and each other. And here's the genuinely surprising part. Researchers who study well-being and happiness have found that the activities ancient humans used to kill boredom are actually more effective at producing genuine happiness than modern entertainment. Active participation beats passive consumption every time. Playing music makes people happier than listening to music. Creating art makes people happier than watching art. Telling stories makes people happier than watching stories. Physical play makes people happier than watching sports. Genuine social connection makes people happier than social media. Ancient humans killed boredom in ways that actually made them happy. Modern humans kill boredom in ways that keep them coming back for more, but don't always make them actually happy. The entertainment industry discovered something ancient humans never needed to discover. That the most profitable form of entertainment isn't the kind that satisfies you. It's the kind that keeps you wanting more. Ancient humans were bored, and they fixed it. Modern humans are bored, and we built entire industries around managing it, without quite fixing it. If this changed how you think about boredom and ancient life, next week we're exploring something that will genuinely shock you. What did ancient humans know about medicine that modern doctors are only now rediscovering? The answers will completely change how you think about ancient wisdom. Subscribe so you don't miss it, and comment below. Which ancient boredom killer would you enjoy the most? The games, the music, the storytelling, the art? I'll see you next week.